back to episode 2 of our weekly review show here on our YouTube channel. A bumper episode this week with 2 games to look back on, and we start by looking at Saturday's game against Dorchester Town here at Balifo Park.
The White Tigers were ahead inside 12 minutes as Dan Sullivan played an inviting ball into the box which Rocky Neal managed to poke home for 1-0. City had more chances to add to the scoring. Kyle Egan had a shot blocked while Tyler Harvey came close with a free kick. Rocky Neal then saw a shot saved as City went into the break with just the 1 goal ahead. Early in the second half, Sullivan was pushed in the box and a penalty was awarded. Harvey stepped up and fired past the keeper to double the advantage. Harvey was celebrating once again as he took the ball down and placed it into the corner for 3-0. A 4th goal arrived as City were running riot. Neal got his 2nd of the afternoon with a close range header following a great Jack Rice cross. The White Tigers had chances to add to their tally through Rice and Will Dean before the visitors saw an opportunity to grab a late consolation goal go begging as the game ended 4-0 to Truro.
So another victory for the White Tigers. They defeated Dorchester Town by 4-0 here at Balifo Park on Saturday. We now hear the thoughts from manager Paul Wotton and forward Dan Sullivan.
Paul, a 4-0 victory here over Dorchester at Balifo Park. If last week was a good result, was today just the perfect result for you?
It was very good. We were good from the first minute. We was on it. We spoke about the heat before the game and how we couldn't allow that to be an excuse for us today. So we managed the game into 4 22.5-minute periods, and each period of that we were good. Obviously with the water breaks and stuff. Thought our fitness levels were terrific, really good, and that's, you know, it bodes well because the lads work hard in pre-season and they train hard, and today I thought we looked very, very fit and we scored, you know, really good goals. Overall it was a good performance. We were pretty comfortable really.
And the 4 goals as well, like how important was it to score, to get that early goal in, as you say, tough conditions? Yeah,
well listen, it's always key to, in any level of football, to score the first goal. It's really, really important. And it was a great goal. I mean, we worked, Shane, you know, broke the line, Dan got himself in a good position, early cross, and Rocky was really brave and finished it very well. But at half time I just wanted the intensity to up a little bit. But overall, listen, really pleasing. The boys were great, they're in good spirits, and you know, 2 wins out of 2 is a good start for us.
Is that what you wanted from Dan Sullivan? I know that you brought him in, obviously he's going to be there to get goals, but you could say 3 assists today, we won the penalty as well. So was that what you wanted from him, and how did you think he performed?
Yeah, well, I said to them before the game, is that the squad now, plus the injuries and stuff, they're all players that I've signed, so I believe in them all, and you know, I want them at the club. So, and we know Dan's a good player, and you know, he's done it against us a few times, hasn't he, for tournaments. So, you know, we know he's a good player and he's what he's capable of. So,
and more goals for Rocky and Ty, which is always good for your strikers.
Yeah, they're looking sharp. And listen, it was all round today. I couldn't really single anyone out. I thought we was good, you know, and it's a pleasing day for us.
And just finally, just a clean sheet as well, which is just
a rarity for us, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a rarity. But yeah, it's nice. Listen, it's, you know, it's and when the boys, the defenders in there, and Hammy, they're celebrating the clean sheet as much as Ty and Rocky are celebrating their goals. It's good. You know, it's a good day for us.
The Dan 4-0 win against Dorchester here, a hat-trick of assists for yourself today. Good afternoon's work, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Obviously, first game at home of the season. It's always nice to get off a winning start here. 4 goals, clean sheet. Couldn't really ask for much more. Obviously, weather really hot, so yeah, good start for the lads.
And difficult conditions, as you say, is playing that, isn't it?
Very, very difficult, but obviously the same for them as well.
Yeah.
So can't really complain, but I just thought the way we played today, moved the ball well, made them work harder than we did, and yeah, 4 goals, clean sheet. You can't really ask for much more than that.
And you haven't mentioned your assists either, so talk us through like the first one. Great
First
goal,
one,
wasn't it?
obviously played with Rocky for a while, so I know the runs he makes. Just makes my game a lot easier with Ty and Rocky up top. Obviously, both brilliant strikers. So hopefully, started off with 3 assists today. Hopefully, many more to come with those 2 up top. So yeah.
And won a penalty as well for the second
Did
one.
yeah. Don't know how, but yeah, a lot of luck on that one. But we get it sometimes. You don't some the other times. So yeah.
And the third one, just pure determination to get to the ball at the byline,
Yeah.
cross it back in.
Again, very good play from Rocky, and again with Ty up top and Rocky both make my game a lot easier. So putting balls in the box, I'm sure they'll just get on the end of them.
And how have you found, obviously been in now a couple of games of pre-season, obviously played now for 2 games in, 2 wins. How have you found life at Truro so far?
Good, really, really good actually. Settled in really well. Knew a lot of the lads before I came, and there's a lot of new lads I didn't know. But yeah, so easy to fit in with the squad. Very, very good squad. Gaffer's brilliant. Helped everyone along the way. Yeah, made life very, very easy.
And from the start we've made, are you confident we can really like kick on now and
Yeah.
hopefully see where the season takes us?
Personally, I do. I think with the squad we've got here and the way we've started, obviously it's a very long season, but I think there's no reason why we can't go on and get a few more results. Like I said, long season, but yeah, with the start we've made, very, very good.
Another Dorset-based side with the visitors on Wednesday night as Poole Town travelled down. Here's the best of the action.
It was a nightmare start for City and they found themselves behind inside 2 minutes. Wes Fogden tapped home from close range past James Heyman to give Poole the early advantage. The Dorset visitors had more chances to extend their lead but failed to beat Heyman for a second time. City had an opportunity to equalise just before the break with Neal seeing a shot deflected narrowly wide. Truro were much the better side in the second period. Tyler Harvey saw a near post shot pushed away. He wasn't to be denied twice though, as he scored a great goal following a short Wildean free kick to level the scores. Dan Sullivan then had a goal-bound shot pushed away before Harvey had another good effort stopped. Substitute Simeon Okoro was then fouled. Truro were adamant that the foul was in the box, but the referee waved away the appeals and a free kick was awarded. From that free kick, Shane White had a header saved as the game finished in a draw.
So the White Tigers' unbeaten start to 2022-2023 continues after a 1-1 draw here with Poole Town on Wednesday evening. We caught up with the gaffer and Rocky Neal after the game.
So Poole 1-1 draw against Poole Town here at Belifo Park. Was that a stereotypical game of 2 halves for you?
Absolutely, some game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They started a million times brighter than us. They were raiding us down the sides, and we were off it. We were really off it. It looked a bit leggy, and for whatever reason. And I mean, they scored early, and 1-0 at half time. But after they scored, they were better than us in possession and sharper and moved the ball better. But they didn't really threaten our goal at all. So at 1-0, we just had a pretty open debate and play 5 yards high up the pitch on the front foot. And second half, we totally dominant. And on another night, I mean, their keepers made a couple of great saves, and I've just seen it back on the video, and it's a stonewall penalty. It's inside the box by a couple of yards, but I thought the officials were good actually on the night. But it was a hell of a game. One of the best games I've been involved in since I've been at Truro, and when you're 1-0 down, you take a point. So 7 points in 9, 3 unbeaten. It's all good.
Were you a little disappointed with the way we started? Obviously, they conceded so early on.
Yeah, it's one of those you sit on the sideline and you're like, why have we started this? But it happens.
Yeah.
We've all played football, and it happens. Sometimes you can't quite get going. But I just said to the boys, then they deserve tremendous credit for their second half performance, because and I thought our fitness, and I thought another 10 minutes we'd have won the game. But it was I'm in no way disappointed at all. Poole are a proper team, always are, always got good players. And second half we were great. First half we won.
And on the second half, with the goal especially, was that something you've worked on in training? Obviously, set piece routine, Dino takes a short, Tyler shot. Is that something you've been working on?
Well, we work on set pieces. We work on all aspects of the game, and it was a good finish from Ty. It was, but no more than we deserved, And I thought Sully's was in, and Ollie Hastings, Shane White's had a great chance. But the most pleasing thing of the night, two things. One was our reaction to the first half, and secondly, the boys were all in there, and they looked like they've lost the game. So that's a great thing, because last season we didn't have that. We would have drawn that, and lads would have gone, that's all right, roll on to the next game. So their reaction in there, they're really genuinely gutted. So I've had to say to them that it was a great game. You've played really well. We rolled on to Winchester on Saturday.
Do you feel like we perhaps did enough to win the game, and obviously the chances we had second half?
On chances we did, yeah. Paul's manager will say they were great first half and not so great second half, which I completely agree with. But I thought we had better chances in the second half than they had in the first half. But it's okay. It's okay. It was good. It's like I said, great game. It really was.
And at the start of the season, if 3 games in, obviously I know last year we didn't start well at all. And at the start of the season, looking back on the 3 games you've had, the 2 home games, 1 away, would you have taken 7 points from 9?
Yeah, absolutely. anyone would. So it's a good start for us.
Rocky, 1-1 draw against Poole here at Balifo Park. Your thoughts on that one? It was pretty much a game of 2 halves, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I think first half we took a little bit of time to get to the pace of the game. We weren't great first half. Second half, completely different game. So on reflection, probably, draw's probably a fair result. I mean, the lads in there disappointed. Felt like we could have nicked it, but we didn't do enough. Say first half we were slow. Second half moved the ball a lot quicker. It's probably a fair result.
Do you think there was a reason we started slow at all, or do you think it was just one of those?
No, I don't think so. I just think maybe they probably started better than us, caught us by surprise maybe. Took a little bit of time for us to get used to the ball in behind. We got caught a few times down the channel. No excuses, mate. We were just a little bit slow to the game tonight. But let's say once we got going, we sort of controlled the majority of it, and probably unlucky not to get the 3 points.
And as you say, second half we had a number of chances. The goal we scored was I spoke to the gaffer about it. It's a well-worked goal, wasn't it, from free kick? To tie and a great finish.
Yeah, something we worked on in training. And luckily it's come to fruition tonight. It's a good pull back, and Ty's took it really well. So it's nice when things like that you're working on training come off. Really pleased for him.
And start of the season, obviously 7 points from 9 points, possible 9, and unbeaten as well. It's a pretty good start from us, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, it's a good start. I mean, no disrespect to the first two teams we played, Dorchester and Hamwell, but they're probably games that we want to be picking up 3 points, and we should be picking up 3 points if we want to do something in this division. Tonight's slightly different test. I think they were quite well drilled. It's a good Poole team we've played there. It's a good start. I mean, you can't get carried away with 3 games in, but considering last season, I think it took us 6 or 7 games to get to the points that we're at now. It's definitely a good start, and there's plenty of positives to build on.
And for you, obviously 2 goals in the weekend. How are you feeling, fitness-wise? Obviously, it was a gruelling pre-season, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's pre-season, Cam. They don't get any easier, mate, especially when you get older. But I think a lot of the boys, a lot of them looking sharp. It's always nice to get a couple of goals, get that monkey off your back, early doors. Ty scoring, I'm scoring. We're getting goals from other areas of the pitch, so it's good. It's important.
On a personal level, though, you're 2 goals behind Ty already. You going to catch him?
No, come on, mate. Listen, I just want to score goals to help the team. Strikers always want to score goals. Ty, arguably he's one of the best strikers in the league, so he's gonna be right up there.
The reserves were also in action on Wednesday night. They kicked off their St Piran League campaign with a 1-1 draw away at Mully in reserves. Oscar Marks with a goal. The under-18s wrapped up a good week for the club with a 3-1 extra preliminary round FA Youth Cup victory over Bishop's Lydia in Wadebridge on Thursday evening. George Newton with a brace and a strike from Ryan Downing secured their place in the preliminary round, where they take on Plymouth Parkway under-18s. Back to the first team, and Paul Wotton's men are back on the road as they travel to newly promoted Winchester City on Saturday afternoon. City's last visit to Winchester came all the way back in 2016, and it was a day to forget in the FA Cup as the White Tigers fell to a 4-0 away defeat, so hopefully a better result for us on Saturday afternoon. For action and reaction from that game, as well as news of our opponents in the FA Cup, tune into next week's episode. I've been Cameron Weldon, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Wanna hear you go.